Sega. Ah, Rome, the eternal city. I have seen the end of days, and years from now men will say, here began the fall of Rome. The Senate was taken from the many and given to the few. Those who wore the golden wreath grew sick with every kind of wickedness. They were filled with greed, deceit, and malice. They condemned and enslaved. They betrayed their friends and murdered those they loved. They did all this and called it just. And I saw in his hand a book sealed with 7 seals, the first of which was broken. And behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and he went forth to conquer. The air was filled with smoke and blood.
Well, it's been some time since I've played a Total War game. So, I saw this thing on Steam, thought why the hell not? I mean, granted, the last time I bought a Total War game, it was 6 months of live beta for Rome 2, thanks to the interesting decision to publish it long before it was ready, but I've actually read some good things about this so far, so I'm going to jump right in. What we got here? Grand Campaign. I don't need no nerd prologue. I've played Total War before. What do we got? Barbarian kingdoms, the Franks, the Saxons, yeah, whatever. Great migrators, Ostrogoths, Alans, Vandals, and Visigoths. Alright, nomadic tribes, Huns. Cultural traits, Scourge of God. You know nothing, hell is only a word, the reality is much, much worse. Minus 10 morale. That's not bad actually at all. Eastern empires, as Sassanids, Ctesiphon. Yeah, Persians are cool and all, but I'm not going to go that way. Roman Empire. Flavius Honorius Augustus. Yeah, that guy is kind of a total dickbag in reality. So my understanding is that this game, starts in 395 AD, when the Eastern and Western Roman empires were split by the brothers Honorius. Well, as you can see, his full name there is quite a bit longer, but the West Honorius and Arcadius in the East. So Honorius is an incredibly incompetent ruler, and if you're at all familiar with history, you probably know that the Western Roman Empire would be gone within a century of the start of this campaign. So, well, Some would argue that. Not exactly gone, just changed. But, you know, there it is. I believe I'm going to start off here as the Eastern Roman Empire, it being the empire that actually did historically not get totally chopped. Division, blah blah blah, unshackle the East, allowing it to take control, yes, yes, yes. Constantinople. Pretty cool place. New trade networks, fiscal reforms, centralized bureaucracy, powerful state church. Yeah, they sound like pretty cool guys. Imperial allegiance can levy units from friendly hordes passing through Roman territory. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds pretty cool. Economic powerhouse. I like it. For players, let's see, difficulty here. Players familiar, yeah, whatever. Hard for players familiar with Total War, yep, that's me. What if we go one higher there? For experienced Total War players, yeah, that's me too. Legendary. Well, you said the magic words. For the truly hardcore. We'll Kungan it up right here. Manual saves are not allowed in campaign. Orders cannot be issued whilst a battle is paused. Yeah, that's what I'm up for. Let's see here. Campaign settings. Battle time limit. Let's make that 40 minutes. It takes the longest time waiting. Battle realism mode is always engaged in legendary. Show AI player moves. Yeah, limited sounds fun. Autosave. Well, whatever. Sweet. Well then. My dude here looks a little bit pretentious, but I mean, whatever. I'm all about the Imperial Purple, though. So Total War is really... If you've played any of the Civilization games, it has kind of that similar play style to building up your empire, building buildings in various provinces and cities and so on. But the kind of the crux of the Total War series, and the thing that it's so famous for, is its massively large-scale real-time battles. And that's always what, you know, I've kind of liked it for. So let's get started. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to assume this isn't going to be too much different than Rome 2 Total War, because that was my understanding of it. It's kind of building on it rather than totally changing the formula. Although apparently they've improved the UI quite a bit, so that's a plus. Anyway. I've had some experience with legendary campaigns before in other Total War games, such as Rome 2 or Shogun 2. Shogun 2 had an extremely difficult, I felt, legendary campaign system, where you mostly just got killed horribly, a lot, but we'll see what happens here. If this ever loads. We'll also see if my machine can handle this game. It's kind of an old piece of shit, to be honest with you. But what's the worst that could happen?
The air was filled with smoke and blood. The Roman Empire was divided. From the shores of the Danube to the sands of Egypt and Arabia, the Eastern Empire sprawled. The West ripped itself to pieces, abandoning Rome, while the righteous looked east. The sun rose on Constantinople, God's new city, where the spirit of Rome prospered. Her people grew rich and powerful, paying neighboring kings to do their will. And behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Roman Romans of the Eastern Empire, those architects of a new age and forgers of a new empire to light the world, they made ready for war.
Well then.
The late Emperor Theodosius decreed that Rome be divided, entrusting you with the bountiful East. Now the Empire is in danger. The Hunnic hordes are approaching from the northeast, driving even the hardiest of barbarian tribes to flee before them. The Visigoths and their ilk migrate across your lands. They cannot be allowed to harm your people. Be mindful, too, of your southeastern territories. The Sassanid Empire is strong and will challenge you for dominion of the East. The West is guarded by the Western Romans, but they, too, are overstretched and under threat of barbarian invasion. It may be prudent to unite Rome under your banner and restore the Empire to her former glory.
Chapter 1. When they made ready for war. Objective: survive into the following dates. Spring 400 AD. So, that's a little bit unusual compared to your typical Total War objectives. I mean, in most Total War games, you start out with like a single province, one city, and you kind of go
As the
from
main
there.
administrative center in a region,
Blah,
the
blah,
settlement
blah. Yes,
contains...
yes, shut up. Anyway. But it seems that in this game, you kind of start out with your empire already made. So, we have Aegyptus, Cyrenaica,
All factions have the option to abandon their settlements,
Do they now?
desolating the surrounding region as they go. If the enemy is getting too close and it looks like you will lose a region, it is now possible to abandon its settlement, enacting a scorched earth policy to deny the invaders their prize. When you leave, a small amount will be added to your treasury.
Cool. Scorched Earth.
A province
Where's my
consists of
scorched
3
earth button?
regions, each one containing a settlement, the hub of activity within it. One of these is always the provincial capital, a major
Yes,
walled
yes, yes,
settlement,
yes, yes.
whilst the remainder are minor.
Yes, shut up. Alright, so... starting off, UI is a little bit different. I assume this is an army. How can you serve the people? That's a good question. Limitanii... bodyguard? Border guards? Border guards. These guys look kind of like shit, to be honest with you. Heavy spear infantry. Yep. Seasickness? Okay. What? That doesn't seem like a good ability to have, but sure. So let's see here. Melee defense, melee damage, charge, melee... they don't really look all that great, to be honest with you. What else we got here? Cohorts, heavy melee infantry. Sounds good. Sagittarii. Scout Equites. Sure. Constantinople looks like it's already pretty well built. Fair enough. Looks like we have a little bit of money to start with as well. Current treasury, 8,000 something or others. With an income of 2,784 something or others. And a food surplus, that's probably good. I'm informed that it's spring. Power is balanced, a place for whatever that means. Sure, why not? Great Christian, research rate increased. I'm down with that. My accomplishments are great, apparently. I just started, and I'm already great. That's awesome. So in the last few Total War games, there's actually been a tech tree for most of them. So let's have a look at
This tab
technology.
enables you to research the technology that will give you an advantage over your
Blah,
rival.
blah, blah. Got it. Alright, what do we got here? So we already know concrete. Improved plumbing. All towns need to be brought to ordure. Roman ethics. Ruminate on this great empire. Your conclusions will form our future. Natural philosophy. Molded architecture. It's pretty awesome already. And professional soldiery. Survive this battle, and next time you will stand in the second rank. I like it. I don't know what any of this particularly does. Corruption -1. Used to be that you got a bunch of money from that. That sounds like a good thing. Well, for the moment, why don't we just balance between military and civic? Grab some military just to start with. I like that. Unlocks recruitment of Protectories Domestici. Replaces Palatina. Whatever that means. Awesome. Let's have a look at our diplomatic situation, shall
In
we?
order to construct a proposal, double-click on a faction from the list, and then add diplomatic options by clicking on the Add Offer
Yes, shut up. Alright, so things have changed a bit since our last Total War game. Back about 700 years before this date. What do we got here? Seems to be a religious tolerance option now. That wasn't there before. Sure, why not? So, Eastern Rome. We are bordered by the Gassanids, who we have a military alliance with, apparently. Our good friends, the Gassanids.
Please accept as a most humble audience for your terms, my poor self. Now, speak as you will.
Sure. Add offer demand. Do I already have a trade agreement with you? I guess I do, whatever trade forecast is. Sweet. What about the Nobatia? I have a puppet state here, apparently. Awesome. The Garamantians on the border. These guys don't like me very much. Hostile. Deteriorating. Alright. They are trading with the West. Cool. Western Rome. At the moment, still actually pretty strong, you know? They control Britain, Gaul, Iberia. Well, you see Spain used to be called Iberia. Well, that area, Portugal and so on, various kingdoms of Spain. But we'll see how quickly this ends. For the moment, they actually look pretty powerful. Strength ranking 1. Wow, they're stronger than me. Alright. Age 16, Honorius. In real life, Honorius was a well-known racist and bigot, and basically did whatever his advisors told him to for most of his life, right up until Rome was sacked. Now, when the Goths were coming up to sack Rome, he suddenly grew a spine at the worst possible time and decided that, no, we can't have Goths in the government. They're an inferior race. And, you know, that went over brilliantly with the Goths, and then we have the sack of Rome. Well, more than one was to follow, but that was the first one by Alaric, I believe. Could be totally wrong on that, but let's see what else we got here on our borders. The Gepids, who apparently hate us, but our relationship is improving, apparently. They condemn us because we're a great power. And they like the Huns, apparently? Tributary state of the Huns. Well, that makes sense, actually, come to think of it. Because there's the Huns hanging out up here. Probably not such a good thing, on the whole. Lazica. What an unfortunate name. Apparently they're my puppet state. I have plenty of puppets. Armenia is a puppet state of the Sasanian Empire. And looks like I also have a border with them as well. Well, in reality, I don't believe that the Huns actually formed a threat until around 434 AD. So, I don't know if I actually have 40 years. I am on legendary difficulty, so we'll see about that. Let's see. The Sasanians are ranked 3rd in strength after the 2 Romes. I'll keep that in mind. And the Huns are number 4. This faction is currently migrating and has no regions. Alright then. Also, I'm at war with them, apparently. Well, what to do. Western Rome, we're neutral, but our relations are deteriorating due to gifts given to the Huns. Alright?
In the name of the Emperor, welcome.
Sure.
Speak as a friend or as an enemy, but do so with honesty.
Reality, at this point in time, the two Roman empires were officially one Roman Empire, but in reality didn't actually see eye to eye, and, you know, proclamations by one emperor might not be enforced by the other, and effectively they did their own thing. So, not necessarily our greatest friends. Apparently we are trading with them, though. That's awesome. Military access, that's cool. Military alliance, that's cool, too. Well, Visigoths apparently really dislike me. Also, they're in my territory. Alright. Well, we should probably do something about that, shouldn't we? Germanic Mounted Warband. Excellent attack against cavalry. Very poor armor. Alright. Looks like they have a decent amount of
The greater the squalor within a
things
settlement, the more likely it is that a disease epidemic will take hold.
here. Is that true?
Disease causes attrition and lowers public order, and can be spread to other regions via trade routes and the movement of agents or forces. Counteract squalor by constructing sanitation buildings.
Sure.
Or by demolishing those that... Troops can be stationed inside a settlement.
Yes, shut up. Man, this guy talks a lot. Anyway. Sanitation and squalor. Total sanitation -3. Alright. Well, let's see here. Well, I would love to get more research, but that is a bit of a problem. Presumably, I need to actually fix this little sanitation issue. Greek Hermitage. Research rate increased.
Farms, markets, and ports supply food.
Forces, yes.
And
Show me my
settlements and
forces.
certain buildings within them consume it. Although food is
Legio
automatically
3
distributed across your
Parthica.
territory,
Alright.
if total consumption is not matched by production, then food shortages
Well,
can
this
occur,
is a bit of a problem,
which
isn't
can
it?
lead
'Cause
to
these seem like
unrest
some pretty
and
huge armies sitting in my
ultimately
territory.
rebellion. Make sure you keep food production buildings
Alaric,
upgraded.
the Visigoth. Well, there you go. No wonder. Dude's gonna go sack Rome, apparently. Or so I've heard.
Come, let me hear your talk.
This option is a formal request to end...
Yes, shut up. Likelihood of success low. Well, no shit. I have, like, no armies.
Marriage can be used to strengthen ties between two factions. Similar to state gifts, it improves relations temporarily, but its positive
Stop
effect...
talking. Provinces.
This list...
Shut up. Man, I need to turn this asshole off. Suppress advice. Yes, I want to suppress that guy. Throw him in the dungeon. Well, let's see here. So, Thessalonica has some shitty order. Tell me, why is that? Difficulty level? Oh, no shit. Taxes, religious differences, and immigrants. Alright. Well, rebellions are a pretty commonplace thing back in ancient Rome, so, I mean, it's not unusual. Alright, what the hell am I gonna do here? Got this awesome church here, Judy's governor's estate, but I really could use some military buildings, which I'm researching. Awesome.
Ready for orders.
What can I do? Hire mercenaries? Not right now. Anything useful? Very light skirmisher. Totally useful right there, right?
Soldiering. It's a good life.
Apparently. Well, for the moment, at least, Egypt's probably kind of a safer place to start building up some, economic infrastructure. I need a rally field here. What's this gonna do for me? Increase my squalor, apparently. Sanitation +3. I like it. What about Thessalonica? You need some waterworks too, don't you? Yeah, you bet you do. What's the garrison here anyway? Wall strength 100%. That sounds good. Constantinople. Can't really do too much yet. What am I squalor looking like here? Ugh, not good at all. Not really anything I can do about it either. That's unfortunate. Gold mine, no. Seasonal conditions. Good spring. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear it. Good job, everyone involved. Presumably I don't want everyone dying of disease, so I'll work on that.
Ready for battle.
2 whole armies, my gosh. Well, I mean, I kind of want to keep people over here, but at the same time, we do have the slight problem of the frickin' Visigoths sitting in our territory. So one of the things you can do in this game, looks the same as Rome 2, is to forced march. Well, there's various stances you can take your armies into. So right now it's in no stance. You can also do fortify, where you stop moving and build a little fort. Raiding, where you raid an opponent's territory. And ambush, where you try to ambush an opponent. Or here, what I'm doing, forced march, which is... let's get the hell over here.
To your duties, men.
Get moving. I guess we'll go from there, huh? Anyone I can make more trade agreements with at the moment? That would certainly help. Although they hate me, so probably not. And can't trade with them, so probably not. What about these guys?
Greetings, friend. Let us use our time together in which we can ask no more. Your proposal is wise, honorable, and I hope pregnant with future profit.
No doubt. See ya. Alright, anyone else I can trade with? The Franks.
Come, come. Let me hear your talk. I warn you. Trade? Do you think us children flattered and distracted by your pretty bead?
Sure, alright. Well, I don't really want to march and get annihilated by this huge frickin' army. I don't exactly know how agents will work in this game, like spies and so on, so we'll kind of play that by ear. Researching military, that all looks good. Objectives. Maintain 5 mercenary units. Maintain at least 75% of the following religion in Thracia. Latin Christian. Sure, why not? What else do you want me to do? Research the following technology. Codification of laws. During the fracturing of the empire, much knowledge and organization was lost. It was therefore up to lawmakers and their administrators to repair that damage. That makes sense. Make people Greek Christian? Sure, why not? Chop the Visigoths. Well, I would really like to do that, however. Let's end the turn. I may still assign a provincial governor. Well, that wasn't part of Rome 2. Alright, what the hell can I do here? Provincial edicts. I need a governor assigned. Okay. I can recruit spies and champions. Well, you know, I might want to do that, actually, come to think of it. Take the youngest guy.
How can I serve Rome?
Well, get moving, buddy.
As you command.
He's a priest. He's not a spy at all. You tricked me. Actually, I'm just an idiot. I can't until I research Tabernae, apparently. How do I assign a provincial governor? Well, let's see here. Provinces, maybe? Details? Do faction? Here's my family, apparently. Looks like Daddy and Mummy are dead. Okay, moving on. Flavius Rufinus. Actually, that guy was a real person. He was a real dirty bag of goods, so we'll see how he goes. If he tries to assassinate me. View character details. Corruption. Untrustworthy. This man cannot be trusted any further than he can be thrown with an onager. Political animal. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds like Rufinus to me. Alright. This dude. Whatever. Ooh, I can assign offices. Master of Offices, Commander-in-Chief, Imperial Master of Horse, Imperial Master of Foot. Love it. Well, let's see here. What if I make this dickbag him? Can I make him something, or is he already something? Oh, he's my heir. What the fuck? Rufinus is my heir. Man, we're in a bad situation, aren't we? Can I not, like, drag and click? Or how the frig does this work? I like the boot icon to remove them from office. Governors. Well, only statesmen may become governors. No shit. Thracia. Can I assign one? Eurytropus. I don't really know who you are. Apparently, Thracia is now governed by Eurytropus. Sweet. Do I have any other statesmen sitting around? I do not have enough money to recruit this guy. Alright then. So much for you, Anatolius Wibenius Cato. So I assigned a governor to Thrace. Does that mean I can now... I can issue an edict in the province to do something awesome. What do I want to do? Food production and growth. Byzantine urbanization. Divine liturgy. Christian progress. Well, give me the money. Alright, end turn. No, I can't, because I don't have anyone, you stupid game. End the turn. Ostrogoths, Vandals. Oh dear, here comes the pain. Right. So I've got, what, 560 men against 4,000? Sure, why the fuck not? Gothic warband, Germanic bows, Gothic levy, so probably just some like peasants, some mounted, and they have a catapult. Who gave them that? Jeez, looks like both armies are identical. Alright. Well, this will be a little bit of an introduction to the game's combat system here. With my extremely questionable little force. What's the worst that can happen? I got this shit. Defend Tremontium at all costs. Apparently an adversary is more hurt by desertion than by slaughter. Well, I guess that depends on the kind of slaughter, doesn't it? Alright. Decimus Glabrio is my general. A 0-star general. He's got this shit, no worries. Okay. So yes, in reality, Alaric and his Wisigoth buddies totally destroyed Greece. So, I can see that going spectacularly for me. As long as Constantinople's fine, we'll be fine. To be honest, like usually the breadbasket of the Eastern Empire was modern Turkey and Egypt, so as long as those are intact, we're in good shape, for the most part. Graphics, memory is running, yeah, whatever, my computer sucks. Who gives a shit? Alright, so this is the settlement I am defending. No big deal, right? Huge ass army is just hanging out and being cool over here. Yup, we are fucked. Germanic nobles. Alright, so what do we got to actually defend this place? Looks like some shitty palisade. This arrow tower. Got this shit, guys, no worries. Seems to all work pretty similarly to Rome too, so we'll see how this goes.
General!
Can you guys do anything awesome? Loose spacing, defensive testudo. Alright, plus 50% missile block chance, plus mass, attack against cavalry, attack against elephants.
Defensive testudo!
Sounds like a plan. Looks like we just have a choke point here. A little bit of higher ground, that might help out a bit. Exploratores. Sure, why not? The hell are you? Rapid advance. Campaign stealth. Resistant to fatigue. Guerrilla deployment. This can deploy outside of the deployment zone. That's pretty cool. Ignore terrain. Alright. What the hell am I gonna do with you? And then there's this big ass army over here that also wants to kill me. Do I have anything to kind of maybe stop them? It's like a little bit of a choke point here. Well, cohorts parati away.
Stand ready! Defensive testudo!
At least with a testudo, they have a tiny chance of not all getting killed. Mind you, only a very small one. Apparently I have a barricade. I don't know exactly where to find it on this UI though. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Interesting.
Scout equities!
Also have some light melee cavalry. Oh boy. I'm sure those will go over swimmingly. Yeah, well, not much to do about that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's my barricade. Sup, buddy? I don't really want to place it there. Do not get a choice. Is that the only place to place it? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I see. You can place it in various areas around. That's a little bit different than before. You could just place it anywhere you wanted. Whereas this time I can be like, maybe I want to block off this street. Bam. Blocked off a street. Kind of want to fight near these towers so they shoot people with arrows. Seems like a good call on the whole. Looks like there's a open gate here, but they haven't put anywhere near it, so in theory that should be fine, right? Yeah, no big deal. Maybe I'll like block this off. Sure, why not? So these assholes, I believe, have catapults in each of their armies, at least one, since they were the same. So what if... Man, you told me they could deploy outside the deployment zone. You lied to me. Why would you do this? So they're hidden. Sweet. I mean, ideally, I would have them come out of hiding and, you know, attack their freaking catapults, but we'll see if that actually goes down. Let's see here. Scout equities. What am I going to do with you? Most likely, you're going to get chased down by their warband and slaughtered horribly. Best of luck, buddy. If you can distract them, good work. Well, let's get this horrible slaughter going. Get moving. Alright. So it looks like they're just going to advance straight at me. The enemy has reinforcements.
More for us to kill!
Sure. This unit is being shot.
The enemy is going for our general! Protect him!
Sure.
We are outnumbered!
Yeah, I could have told you that.
We have revealed their concealed men!
Sure, why not? Looks like they're keeping their riders to protect their bowmen, which is not really ideal for me. These guys are just getting destroyed by this frickin' catapult, of course. No surprise there. I'm going to move around with my cavalry here. In theory, take out the onager. They have been too stupid to protect. Unless they have a bunch of units here, in which case I'm fucked.
By your command! At the double!
Testudo Or keep getting shot, that works too. Jesus Christ. Well, so much for these assholes. You're hooped. But you exploraties. Well, you could just maybe trap them right here. Unless you all get killed. Oh, hold the line. I like the fleeing women and children. That's a new feature. Well, hold the line, idiots. Or the Empire and such. Agreed. Well, you guys, tier 1, whatever that means. Winded, not so good. Basically, in this game, all units, they get, they have a stamina meter. So right now they're tired. And the lower it is, the more likely they're going to run away, the more likely various bad things will happen to them. They're very tired now. Wow, you guys are shit. Shaken. Well, they're about to be totally boned. On the plus side, we have chopped up their catapult. Shattered. This seems to be going a little bit better. In the meantime,
Men are broken and running for their lives.
yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
For glory!
Glory's pretty cool in the hole. I'll give you that. Get him, exploraties.
Attack! My brave warriors!
How about you? Generally, archers are not perhaps the best melee units, so when they get in combat with even light cavalry, they tend to be totally boned. As hopefully is going to happen here. These guys are tired too. Broken. Easy move. Fuck up. The cohorts, the heavy melee infantry, seem to be actually holding somewhat reasonably well. That's awesome. Because now we've got them from both sides. And they're shaken. Basically, when a unit is attacked from behind or the flank, it tends to be a very terrifying experience. They often panic and try to get the hell out.
Losing faith.
The men are wavering. Yeah, we got this shit. Oh fuck, these are pikemen, aren't they? Why don't you guys turn around and kill these assholes, maybe? Rather than continue to fight the pikemen. Yeah, that's better. Oh, so much for you guys.
Broken and are fleeing.
It would have been a great strategy, except we had, like, fucking men to support it. Oh, you idiots. How's it going for you?
Nothing remains of that tower now.
Oh, R.I.P. Tower. Still got my horses. Get them, lads. Got this shit. The rest of the army is all dead, but I mean, whatever, right? Oh, R.I.P. Looks like we managed to actually kill a few of their units at least. Yeah, they lost a lot of horsemen there. Well, go get them. In theory, the Gothic levy is not the strongest unit in the world. Depends on if we can take them before they can actually get moved. That's not good at all. No, I'm gonna say you don't want to charge directly into those spears. Turn around. Yep, turn around. You guys actually have any ammunition? I'd love to know that. Where the fuck is my ammunition meter? Ah, this game, I tell you. Well, let's not fight their pikemen and their horsemen at the same time. Huh. So much for the city, that went well. What we got here? I mean, ideally we would lure their horses away from their pikemen and go from there.
To the barricades! The enemy attacks!
We might be able to cause some casualties to this unit because they don't have long spears that I can see. So the cavalry charge may be a little bit more effective. We can catch them while they're still forming. Back off, back off. Generally the way cavalry works is they're most effective with shock impact, right? So if you can have them get ground down in melee, they're basically useless. These guys are about to run though due to army losses. I mean, fair enough.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Shame for display. Truly, shame and dishonor will stain this day's memory. This is a terrible defeat to suffer. We saw it coming, let's be honest here. On the plus side, we killed 2 men for every one we lost. Looks like we killed their general, maybe? Oh no, that's different. Killed their horsemen, they lost a bunch of their bowmen, they lost some of their levies, their warband suffered casualties. Could do worse, to be honest. Looks like the cohorts, yeah. 220 kills for my horsemen. But, I mean, this was not a battle that was going to be won, let's be honest here. Alright. R.I.P. Tremontium.
Battle statistics are displayed here, along with the options to occupy,
What about
loot,
the option to
sack,
run in
or
terror?
raise.
Yeah. Well, we didn't actually do too badly for the most part. Truth be told, I mean, we look at their casualties. They were actually somewhat heavy considering. But of course, there is a slight problem that we did also lose our city. We'll see what happened there. If they're a nomadic tribe, though, they probably aren't here to stay and conquer, so in theory, we could just rebuild it. Maybe.
If a faction's initial offer or demand isn't quite what you had in mind, you can use the
I like them
counter-offer
talking over
option
each
to
other.
enable...
You want to give me Nakia Zakutu, age 18. Do we have to entertain these awful little people again? I hate counting the napkins afterwards. I love it. You want to marry Rufinus. Man, they seem like a perfect match, actually. So Armenia wants to arrange a marriage. Offering a daughter and asking for a wife, both improve relations. Factions are usually reluctant to let go of their own daughters, but apparently they're offering one. Huh. Well, if that keeps the Sassanids out of the war, that's probably coming in the north, and like lets me at least deal with the friggin' barbarians inside my borders. That might not actually be a bad thing. That improves, yeah. You know what? I accept.
A wise choice. Why lead your people through the mountains when a straight road lies ahead?
Yeah, I'm down with that, buddy. Sure. That's gonna greatly improve our relations, actually. Awesome.
Our armies seek a route through your lands. They will act with respect and good order.
Improving. Well, you know what? Loyal, reliable. Faithful to his friends, his allies, and most of all his masters. What is agreed is set in stone to him. To break a treaty would be highly unlikely of this man. Well, if they wanted to perhaps send some military forces to help me out, you know, I'm not really opposed to that. I accept that too.
I had heard that you were as wearisome as a stubborn camel. Yet this is not even slightly true.
Settlement sacked.
Following a new agreement, a trade...
Shut up. I'm reading about my settlement being sacked. Lost some money. Desolated the place. Yeah. Alright. Can I rebuild it? Repair cost. That's a gold mine too? Jeez, this sucks. You know, maybe I'll wait to repair that until these guys are actually dealt with.
Ever in service to Rome.
What can you do, priest dude?
I cannot go against the Lord's will.
That's awesome and all.
All roads lead to Rome.
What if I sent you over here?
The
Can you
Lord's
demoralize
work
these
is
people?
never done.
Used to be able to do that. Apparently not. Alright, well, that's fine. Apparently I need this in order to recruit spies. Well, I do like that idea. I can't build an infantry grounds until next turn.
How can I serve the people of Rome?
Well, for one, we're gonna need a bigger army. Let's put it that way.
Rome needs good fighters.
Why is this taking 2 turns? How interesting.
Are you ready to
Oh, I
serve
see.
Rome?
That particular unit takes longer to build. I see. No, that makes sense.
Rome needs good fighters.
How many can I build in a
Needs
turn?
good fighters.
4? Alright, I'll do. That should actually do it for the moment. What about you guys?
We hunger for battle.
Yes, I've heard that you hunger for battle. You told me that like 20 times.
Swift as the angels.
Indeed.
Your next command?
Alright, let's see here. If I add the cohorts, add some of these, add the scout equities
Ready for orders.
to Legio 11 Claudia. I'll be ready in 2
We
turns.
hunger for battle.
Sweet. Alright. Cool, that'll do. What about you? As for you yourself, yeah, I think I'm just gonna send you back to the east. Although things seem pretty quiet for the moment. You never know. Alright.
We
Do
hunger.
I have any other armies that might not be
At your
being
command.
used? Let's see, we have the garrison of Palestine. Sweet.
Ready for battle.
Huh.
What does Rome mean?
Huh?
At your
Potensis.
How can I?
There's also this legion here, although they seem to be dying of some sort of disease. That's cool. What do I need them for anyway, right?
We hunger for
Probably
battle.
the frickin' sanitation here, I imagine. Can't really do much about that right now, though I don't have the money.
Ready for orders.
It's always the problem, isn't it? Replenishing men per turn. That's
I live to serve Rome.
hopeful. Yeah, as you mentioned that. Well, so these assholes are raiding. They're in the actual stance raiding, which does mean that they're vulnerable if they were to be attacked.
How can I serve?
But
the
I'm a little
people
bit
of
busy
Rome?
actually getting a freaking army together. Macedonia, yeah, public order is suffering, whatever.
Ready for battle.
There's a garrison at Alexandria.
Come
That's
on.
not really helping me a whole lot. Could do that, but I don't really want to. Like, if you recruit too many units, of course, it also really affects your income. So that's a little bit of a problem. I don't really want to abandon that settlement. I like that settlement. It's summer. I don't really know what that does yet.
Ready,
Wow.
willing, and able.
These guys, in theory, shouldn't actually be able to recruit any more units since they're busy, you know, tearing through my lands.
How can I serve the
Do I have any
people of
navies? No, why would I have a navy? That just makes too much sense, doesn't it?
Ready for orders.
Can I make anyone?
When you selected a faction, you also chose a family or party to represent within its
Did I
political
now?
system.
Yeah, shut up. Alright. Dominion is a measure of your influence over your faction. Your power over the people is determined by the total influence of your family members versus that of non-family members. My dominion appears to be shit. Control. Control is a measure of your mastery of politics, your power over the elite. Apparently, I have pretty good control over the senators in the Senate of Constantinople, and my dominion is not so high. But my overall power, which is, I guess is both, is balanced. My understanding is that if it works anything like Rome 2, if this gets particularly low or gets particularly high, there's a strong risk of civil war, where your armies will turn to fighting each other. Not really ideal, if you ask me, but, you know, there it is. Alright, Can I make any more governors? 700. Alright. What does this guy do? Replenishment plus 1%. He's 31. What about this asshole? Fighter. Yeah, that's not really what I had in mind. I need a governor. Congratulations, governor. On your new rule of Egyptus. Can I issue a provincial edict here? I can. Alright. Public order is not actually all that good here at all. Alright, everyone hates me, that's fair. Can I increase it with my... I can. Christian progress. +4 public order. Awesome. Good deal. Man, all these buildings cost so much money.
Commander?
Well, whatever. I suppose the point of the campaign where you start with this huge empire is that you can't possibly maintain control over all of it immediately. Man, they even hate me in Crete. What did I ever do to Crete? You know, I don't really have the money to deal with that, so yeah, we'll go from there. What does this do? I don't even know what integrity is. I assume it's like loyalty or something. Well, alright. End the turn. You may still assign a provincial. I don't have the money, you dumb game. Ugh. Oh, jeez, here they come, huh? Oh boy, that's not good.
A very large army or fleet spread over 2 or more...
Shut up. What do we got here? Roman skirmisher marines, Roman light marines. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Well, I suppose we'll just have to suffer it before we get our frickin' army together. Ugh. Oh, here we go. The secret of all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious. Thanks, Marcus Aurelius. You lived in a much easier time for Rome. Back when, you know, we were kicking ass and everyone was just kind of, you know, getting totally destroyed by Roman legions. Unfortunately, it's not quite the way things work anymore. So this time we're only outnumbered, I think, like 4-1 instead of 8-1. So, you know, it's a bonus. Looks like our army is basically the same. It's like a standard garrison. Some shitty spearmen, some slightly better swordsmen, some, you know, sneaky dudes, and some horsies. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like there is... The majority of their army looks to be right here, actually. 2 levies. Their catapults. Alright. Looks like we have another choke point we can defend here. I like the detail, actually, in this game. Put into the little towns. It's kind of nice. I'm sure there's people fleeing in terror through the freaking armies. Just like last time, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Oh, looks like I can actually deploy my cavalry out here. That's convenient. What about you dudes? Where's the rest of their army, though? Oh, I see. They're right here. Big-ass army over here. Gothic warband, Germanic bows, Gothic levy, mounted warband. Yeah, alright, whatever. Where can I put up barricades? Well, I can try it right here, I suppose. Really depends on where they're most likely to come through. Because the way I see it, if you look at their army here, they have a number of options as far as entry into the settlement. Because this palisade is kind of total shit. That's alright though. Looks like we do have some forces on these ships. We got like some light marines.
Sons of Rome!
Yeah, you guys are kind of shit, let's be honest here. I really kind of want to... One side's just going to get chopped no matter what. There's nothing we can do about that. But if we really focus on one of their armies, we might be able to destroy it. Which would be ideal. So let's see here. So if we take our non-shit military unit here, put it in loose formation to start with, because of that frickin' catapult, which in theory we can take down with our cavalry. And then, if we take our explorates, and also put them in position to come around and hit the enemy in the flank as they try to enter the city, that might work out best. As for you guys, I don't know, whoever tries to defend this is kind of boned. Let's be honest here. But we might not have a choice. Well, I'm gonna say you guys can try to defend here and see how that goes. Best of luck, I believe in you. In the meantime, see if we can just overwhelm them on this side.
Explorateries!
Yep. Guerrilla deployment. Sounds good to me. Fuck it, let's do it. Alright, you guys land here.
The enemy cannot set one foot inside the city. The Lord would never forgive us if the capital were violated by filthy invaders.
This guy's awfully optimistic about our chances, that's all I'm gonna say.
Our advantage has been lost! Forward! The enemy has been sighted! Charge!
Let's go. Destroy those catapults. It's for you idiots. No, that's not a good idea. The thing about guys with these long pikes is they're pretty slow to maneuver, so sometimes you can outmaneuver them here, depending. Take out that. Awesome. If you can keep their, you know, simply distracted, that would be ideal. But you guys are these light infantry and some dudes. Yeah, you guys are totally boned, let's be honest here. Try to hit them from behind here, see what happens.
The enemy is attacking our general!
Get him, boys. Believe in you. Oh, come on. You withdrew already. That did not work as planned. Ugh. Well, kill their frickin' bowman, I guess. In theory, the bowman won't last very long. Oh yeah, you guys are totally screwed. Anyway. You guys, you getting totally destroyed here too? You bet you.
Nothing remains of that tower now. The men are broken and are fleeing.
Things look bad for our heroes. Yeah, I could have handled that better. But the wonderful thing about legendary difficulty is that you don't get a chance to handle it better. Succeed or die. Of course you're shattered. Anyway. It's fine. There was no expectation of winning this battle. The idea is just to kind of weaken them as much as possible. Let's see if we can do that. One thing also about this game is that it takes into account like altitude. So if you're fighting downhill, infantry tend to have an advantage. And as I mentioned with the horses, they have shock impact. If units are allowed to stand still and brace against the impact of a cavalry charge, they also tend to fare better. Okay, so, oh, that's cool. You can just run away. Probably should have just thrown them at him. But, you know, that's the lessons of defeat. Next time, we'll see if we can do a little bit better. Looks like we killed their horsemen, a bunch of them, did a bunch of damage to one of their war bands, destroyed their catapults. Okay, you know, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Didn't do quite as well as last time, though. But, you know, didn't really handle it quite as well either. Although that settlement definitely was more open. Like, it didn't give you quite as many opportunities near your towers for choke points, so... The terrain definitely is a huge part of it. We'll just see how many cities we have to lose before we can actually get our army in check and kill these assholes. Oh well. And someday this load screen will finish. We'll see. There we go. Well, that guy kind of got his ass kicked. R.I.P. Sisyphus. Decisive defeat. 113 men captured. Well, R.I.P. Oh man, they're just going off, aren't they? Fuck me. Now am I going to catch up to them is my question.
An attack would be prudent. What say your generals? Are they courageous? Are they eager?
Against someone I don't actually know and who's nowhere near me? Sure, fuck the Ostrogoths. I'll take your money, buddy. Give me that.
Your acceptance of good, manly common sense is a worthy thing.
Truly. A lot of factions out there. Alright, let's see here. Decisive defeat. Yeah. Province contested. Ah, motherfucker. What the hell happened here? The Centaurs. Scylla's Terror. Alright then. That's cool, that's cool. I didn't need those people anyway. I guess faction emerges Asia. Right, because as they destroy my control, the frickin' peoples rebel in its stead. That's fine. What did I need my fucking cities for anyway, right? Alright, let's see here. What can we do? Huh, this one is just paid through money. Interesting. As opposed to actually just taking time like normal research projects. That's interesting. New, anyway, from the other Total War games. Money is useless. Can I interest you in an amusingly shaped sundial? Love it. Do I actually have the money to pay for this? I do. If I didn't buy anything else, I could upgrade my cohorts to Legio. Which doesn't seem like the worst idea in the world, but I kind of want to get my civics research going. Just because extra money is a thing, and my income is kind of suffering here. Alright, let's see here. For the moment, this should be fine. Probably want to crush these assholes as soon as possible before they go and, you know, do anything particularly unpleasant.
There is more I could do.
What else for this turn? This army's recovering. That's cool. Am I at war with these assholes? I am indeed. I immediately regret my decision. This army is in no way prepared. Okay. well, what I should do first, actually, is head over to my provinces. Have a look. What's my richest province? Thracia. Alright. Kind of got rocked, but besides that, no big deal, right? Man. What is left here? And could this army take them on? Not easily, I'll tell you that much. What mercenaries are available? Not many. The way mercenaries work is that you don't have to pay very much just to hire them in the first place, but their upkeep costs are much greater than, you know, forces just hired from your standard regular army, like recruited from your citizens. So it's not generally prudent to rely on them.
Soldiering.
This army needs to get a bit bigger, though, and even if they are filled with useless pieces of garbage. We'll go from there. I can't afford any of that. No shit. Can I repair that? It's probably not a bad idea. Get a bit more wealth back. Can I repair both? Negatory. That's fine.
Ready, willing, and able.
I'm sure you are, however. Moving right along. This guy hates smelly barbarians. Bastards. Excessively bearded excuses for men. Man, my emperor is awesome. I love this guy. Ooh, inefficient administrator. Time for a drink? We can sort all this out in a week. Huh. Well, I see. Interesting. I don't really think it's a good idea for the emperor to be off fucking fighting.
How can I serve the people of Rome?
Okay, so those are the Palatina, the freaking thing. They're my general's bodyguard that the game was talking about. Flavius Rufinus. Well, this is the most disloyal son of a bitch. I just don't know if I really want him. That said, I have done some things to make him loyal, and he does have relentless attacker. Huh. Well, we'll see here. Can we master the fleet? Yeah, you do, buddy.
Making for port.
What's this ship? Liburnian warship. What's this? Who the fuck knows?
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Of course you can't attack this turn. That's fine. Next turn, buddy.
That is a dangerous course.
It's not a bad idea to have some sort of, you know, navy available.
Assembling
Fire
the fleet.
ship. Love it. Okay, so I'm researching Greek philosophical revival. A day's thought can save a lifetime of fruitless labor, if you were wondering. And I got myself...
The family tree shows the
ran out of
relationships
money for
between
my
members of
governors.
your faction's
Yeah,
ruling.
whatever. I'll do that next time. So my richest provinces are Macedonia, Thracia, and Aegyptus. Makes sense, actually. And Cappadocia. Although this place fucking hates me. Man. Get over there and make them not hate me. I believe in you. Good luck. That didn't work. Well, shit. What about here? Do they hate me here too? Yeah, they do. Now, is there any way to improve public order through civics? Turns out, yes, there is. I'm going that way. Interesting. Is there any better way to do it? I definitely want Imperial Church, +2 to public order. It's kind of a no shit. But I forget how to do molded architecture if I do that? Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Byzantine state authority. Resistance is useless. Love it. Is there anything else in here, though? besides that could get me more public order? Huh. Doesn't really look like it. I guess I'll grab that one and hope for the best, you know? Well, that's that. Let's see what new cities I lose this turn, I guess. Actually, can I upgrade some of these assholes? Yeah, I can. Next turn. Yeah, shut up, game. See what that dastardly Alaric has in store this turn. How much of my frickin' empire I start losing? Huh. Come along, get to the frickin'... What? Call to arms. Your ally is under attack and calls for your help. Aggressor, Maurians. Who the fuck are they? Oh, they're way the hell over there in Mauritania. Defender, Western Roman Empire. I am this faction's only ally. Poor guys. I will enter the war on the side of my ally because I am nowhere near them and can never be expected to actually honor anything. Sounds good. Okay. Now then. Faction encountered the Picts. Sweet. Food shortages in Asia, Cappadocia, and Bithynia. I have a food surplus. What's your problem? Units recruited. Cohorts. Perfect.
Fleet reporting.
Oh.
At your command.
Let's get this party started, buddy.
Commander.
Let's head over there and retake Asia. Looks like they decided the better of attacking Ephesus, which is a walled city.
The longer a settlement is under siege, the worse its physical condition becomes, making it easier for the attacker to penetrate the defenses. This also
like
means that the state of a besieged settlement will be reflected in the condition of its buildings and the morale of its defenders during any battle that may take place there.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we outnumber them 3,000 to 288, reinforced by 168. Feeling pretty good about this. Windonius is my general. He gets some experience here, just kicking the ass of some puny rebels. I'm done with that. Fuck 'em. Gearbreaker might say. Big numbers. An alliance with the powerful is never to be trusted. Agreed, Phaedrus. Dude knows what he's talking about. Alright. Who dares take up arms against the rightful empire? It turns out it was just some dudes. So now it's our turn to be on the other side of this ridiculously slanted battlefield. Which I'm alright with. Legio 11 needs some freaking experience. I don't remember what 11 is in Latin, sue me. Okay. As the attacking force, you may choose to wait for more favorable weather conditions before commencing your attack. Chances remaining? 3. Current weather, dry. No adverse effects. Let's do it. Start deployment. Okay. So, we just defended this place, so we have a pretty good idea of what it's got. Huh. When their forces are this weak, I don't particularly see the point in splitting up my army.
Heaven can wait!
Alright. So when you have a little bit of a larger army, you can actually kind of organize them in slightly better ways. So for example, if I grab all my missile units by control left clicking them all.
Stay as you are.
Looks like this still works. I press G and they're now grouped. So what's going to happen is if I move them around, they stay in that formation. Like this. And if I give them a move order, they'll try to stay in formation as well, which is naturally quite helpful. Scout Equites. Equites just means horsemen, or cavalry, I believe, in that. So,
Scout Equites!
don't really need your help here, guys. Comitatenses, apparently.
Comitatenses!
These guys, as spearmen, tend to be more useful in defending your flanks against cavalry attacks. Still don't know what this tier thing means, but sure. Tier 1 sounds good. So cohorts.
Don't break formation.
Kind of the heavy line infantry that will break their line with. No. These guys are a general's bodyguard, a very elite unit. Generally. Have a look at them. Yeah, they look fairly elite. Sure, you look elite, right? Sure thing, guys. Alright, moving on. So, and when you've created a group, it gets numbered, so I can press 1 and I instantly select my bowmen, right? Press 2, select my cohorts. For the most part, I imagine I'll only need the cohorts for this assault. So, let's get going. As I previously mentioned,
Christ, give us your strength and your blessing for what we must do today.
units have a stamina bar, so if you have one unit continuously fighting, it's going to get really tired and fight like shit and run away pretty fast. Also, if you have your units just run all the time, instead of walking, like for example running at the enemy, you rapidly get in trouble. Of course, we're going to be losing men to the frickin' bow tower as we go, but you know, there's no avoiding that particularly. Get our skirmishers up there in front. Shoot these assholes a bit. Can't usually rely on bowmen to totally destroy a unit, but you can rely on them to weaken them. Kind of see the rangefinder here from the
enemy
red.
has discovered our hidden troops.
Alright, let's shoot these assholes a bit. Not these dudes' best day, to be honest with you. Also, what these units are doing here is they're volley firing. Since they can't actually see their opponent, they fire their missiles in a very high arc and then falls down on top of them. Tends to be much less lethal, but it is an effective way of shooting them if they are out of line of sight. As for these assholes, they're definitely in line of sight of most of my units. Quite so. This game seems to have kind of fixed the magic arrows problem of the previous Total War installments, like in Shogun 2 and Rome 2. Arrows tended to magically converge on their target and never miss, which is a bit weird. But I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing so far from Attila. Anyway, let's move in and capture this. Now that we're actually close to the enemy, we can kind of run a bit more. If we move your general up, he often has a few abilities, like this guy has Rally. He improves the morale of your nearby units. So as he gains experience, he can also presumably gain more abilities if it's anything like the previous games. We'll hit this unit from both sides. Hold fire. Don't want to shoot our own troops, generally. This tower, in theory, will stop shooting us after we capture it here by going to its capture circle. So allowing these guys remain confident. They're kind of bummed, let's be honest here. Let's move into the center of the city. These guys apparently have excellent capture power. So if we send our scouts in, let's see what happens.
Advance at speed.
Looks like some new players got Iraq there. Sounds good to me.
Their tower has fallen! Good news!
Sick domine indeed. Whatever that means. Dudes, how's it going? I'm gonna trust that you have excellent capture power. Actually, heavy Roman Marines. That's cool. Maybe don't do that. So what they've actually done here, and why I can't freaking get in here easily, is they've set up a barricade. No deal, we'll just destroy it. So I'll go in there. Looks like, you can see the European coast in the distance there. That's kind of cool. Roman heavy marines. Alright, bust the barricade. That's getting shit done. Love it. What do they have here? Limitani bodyguards. Yeah, those guys seem kind of like shit, to be honest with you. Not terribly impressed with them. Explorati, say. I know those guys. Chop them. Not too worried. Of course, on legendary mode, unlike normal mode, you don't get a map or anything, so it kind of tries to mimic the chaos of battle and the fog of war, where things might happen where you don't notice. Alright, let's kill these assholes, get them. Cohors definitely outclass these guys, so they should be able to defeat them in a straight up fight. Same thing here, Exploratis are guerrilla men, not designed to use the press of bodies to their advantage. So cohorts should just kind of completely rock them. Which appears to be occurring. Mind you, when units are fighting from the front, it tends to be a much more hard-fought thing than typically. Units aren't just going to die instantly, as you might have seen in other things, especially when they're higher class infantry. Let's move the bowmen in here, shall we? Alright, how's this going? Looks like they're broken. Shattered. Perfect. Where are their heavy marines? There they are. Alright, assholes. Let's go get chopping. I'm going to activate skirmish mode on these guys, which means that they're going to run away when an opponent gets near them. I'm going to move up my cohorts as well to take out these heavy marines. As for you, why don't you go capture this thing? See if there's anything else around there to deal with. How's this battle turning out? Looks like it's actually going quite well for me. Perfect. Blast them. Of course, bowshot also tends to be more effective against guys who don't have their shields facing forward. These units should be forming up to receive a charge. Yep. Oh yeah, these guys are boned. Right, hold fire. Destroy our own units here.
This bodes well.
Oh man, you guys got rocked. I regret my decision. Well, at least we learned a thing about their capture power. Yeah, see, the morale's already wavering since they're attacked from behind. It's rapidly just not a good thing.
Victory! This is your day!
RIP those guys. Praise the gods, your victory is moments away. I'm down with that. Well, a little bit of coward chopping. Units that are killed while they're running are not actually killed, they're taken prisoner instead. So, imagine a few of them will manage to escape. This guy's worse. Of course, we can end the battle here. There can be no doubt, this is a great victory. The enemy are dead or running for their lives. Summer Harvest War, Greek proverb. It's pretty bleak, but sure, why not? It didn't actually go too badly. We lost 284 men, some of them through my own stupidity, some of them letting them get shot while I was talking. You know, no big deal. But at least on the plus side, some new players have been rocked. See how long this load screen freaking is, though. One side goes against the enemy with the god's gift of a stronger morale than their adversaries as a rule cannot withstand them. Xenophon knows what he's talking about. No doubt about it. Oh, RIP those guys. Decisive victory. What shall I do with this place? Occupy. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to occupy it because it was my city and I kind of want it back.
Your next command?
RIP ship dudes. When a unit doesn't have a faction anymore and it's not nomadic, it just loses men constantly, like this guy will. He's suffering attrition from having no city. So let's see here, this won't take much to repair because we didn't do much damage to it. That leaves us these assholes here to take care of. Alaric and friends. In real life, Alaric had quite a manifest destiny. He left Greece and went north up to Rome and eventually sacked Rome. But things might not go so well for him this time around. While units are in friendly territory like this, they also replenish over time. So for example, this unit that took casualties of 70 men is going to regain 21 men next turn. Since we took a city, we can't move any farther. So he'll have time to move and maybe escape me, but if he doesn't, we'll go right after him and kick his ass. As for this unit, just hanging out and being cool. And this unit of Visigoths. We could go attack them, but I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea. As for the Visigoths here,
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please, don't bother. Talk of meat, not honey.
I would like to offer you a peace treaty. Maybe, depending on if I can get terms I like. Because often it's better to make someone your friend rather than destroy them. They might help you later.
A non-aggression pact is an agreement between two factions not...
Yes, shut up. I'm able to get some money out of them here. He's reliable. Well, I like that. Who's he at war with? Me, Novatia, Sika. But he's allied with the Ostrogoths. That's a little bit of a problem for me, because I'm at war with them. We'll see if we can get better terms after inflicting a defeat on him. In the meantime, man, we're not making much money at all now. Guess we'll have to kick some ass. Bunch of levies. Pike infantry are kind of a problem to fight from the front, as I'm sure you saw.
How can I serve the people
Well,
of Rome?
perhaps I'll leave it there for now, with the confrontation with Alaric looming. In any event, I hope you've seen at least. It's a pretty neat game on the whole. As far as the real-time battles are very well done, I feel, with a lot of interesting elements. Although you haven't quite seen a real full-scale battle yet. Just kind of extremely mismatched engagements, you might say. But also the various elements. I really like what they've done with the game as well, just as far as some of the changes, increasing the depth, the religious system that I can see here, and the various things going on with the cities. It's quite neat. So I'm interested to see what more have they done with the game. It seems actually pretty good so far.